there is something that is lacking or should be there for things to work the way she was mentioning. Leaders have to make it work. Politics we have to make it work. It's the political will. Because the free movement of people, the logistics part of it, and digitalizing the systems, that's the right way to go. That's the way to go. But how does it happen? Yeah, we still have this big elephant in the room, which, and that is the politics of it, the political will, the leaders to really put at the forefront the kind of politics that will make these things happen. And I think that's where we are stuck and we may continue to be stuck for a long time. I'm not sure how we deal with this, but, and I know it's a hard ask to tell us what, but I'm just sharing this as a sense of frustration, but also something that really needs urgent attention. A little bit more serious in doing things rather than just talking about things, because we have crisis, we have poverty that we need to address, we have this opportunity for growth across the continent with the youth, with the women, with building systems and institutions to help us overcome that. But we can't drop the ball right in the middle of it for smaller interests or benefits and forget about the continental. Now, for example, in place there is African continental free trade area that has been created. We must capitalize on that and benefit from it so that we just don't have it in a name, but in real practice, we are not realizing the benefits of that. And we won't realize the benefits until countries work together in peace and have security and in stability. Then the whole thing is we are doing very good things on one hand, then on the other, we just miss the opportunity of what those things would give us for our future. So it's a big challenge. Talking about it is simple. As you asked me the question, I can easily answer it, but I think we need to do more of the things that give us the results we want than just turn the whole thing into an academic exercise. Let's start with the first one by saying each one, for the young people, start with yourselves individually and say, what do I want in life? What do I want to do? As you grow up, as many young people go to school, get education, there are other things they get involved in, rightly so, as a matter of their rights. Because then, therefore, there is something you must give to yourself that builds you up to the level you want, or that will probably, in the end, see you successful in life. Because even if you want to help others, which is always going to be the best thing if you can extend your capacities and what you have to others, you must have something. You can't give what you don't have. So you must build something that you'll be able to give, but will also serve you. The second, the others can only give you so much. They will not give you whatever you want. Maybe it shouldn't even be the case. So that brings the burden to you. You challenge yourself, the young people, and say, don't expect too much from others, because even others, even if they gave you anything, they can only give you so much. So, and this is how people, individuals from their youth will build up themselves and build capacities to serve themselves well and to serve others well. So this must be, again, a case of mindset. This must be driving the young people. I wish they would be driven by that. Now, and I'm saying this generally. It's not about me. I'm not telling you about my life experience. I'm just, well, that's part of it naturally, but I'm more talking about this experience, but also more the philosophy, the thinking of how an individual develops and how they can be helpful to others. And we need that in Africa, maybe more than anywhere else. So with that sense that you are capable, that you can be capable of doing things is very important, is central. And then working with others is key as well. Now, in fact, from that question, then I answer the second. I don't make these speeches for the sake of it. It's my conviction, it's my belief. I believe that, and I think there are many who believe that or believed that even before me. The mutual respect that is needed. I'm even surprised that it should raise questions. So I take it for granted. That's the way it should be, the mutual respect. Why doesn't Africa, why don't Africans or even these young people, why don't they deserve respect? Like others do deserve that. I think mutual respect is the best form of relationship. We talk about problems of Africa, deprivation, poverty, and this and that. No, it shouldn't be about us. This is not our identity.
Wow.
We are just there because we happen to be there, whether it was mistakes by ourselves or by others or a combination of both. But that's not where we should be. This is not us. This is not how so we must get out of this. And by that, there are interactions that have to be entered into with other parts of the world, with other people. And you respect them, so must they respect us. There's no question about it. The fact that somebody is poor does not take away the respect, the dignity that people want. And that's why in the speeches, I know sometimes it falls on deaf ears. There are those who have made it their way of life to disrespect others, especially to disrespect our continent. But the worst comes when, even within the continent, we may not have that full respect for each other, but that's another thing. But anyway, it is just bad manners. It is not productive. Why would you disrespect anyone? So the speeches come from experience, from what I see, what I have been in myself as an African, as a Rwandan, as we have our own history, our own tragic one for that matter. We have our own constraints as a country, even the location, the size. So we have both geographical and historical problems of history and problems of geography. But we must overcome them. And we must overcome them by our own efforts, but also by the efforts of cooperation and cooperating with others. And that maintains and the problems of therefore our level of self-respect as we respect others as well. We must overcome them.
Yes.
So that's what I have for you. And I shouldn't forget to wish everyone a very happy Africa Day, because this is what it was. And again, it shouldn't just be something that passes. It should be something that causes us to pause and reflect and say, tomorrow, next year, Africa can be a better place. Africans can do better and more, and young people can grow better as well.